Hi, I'm Tanya Guidry, and welcome to Louisiana Art Beat, a series that shines light on the incredible artists and creative culture right here in Louisiana. This series is made possible through Explore Louisiana and produced by Chillary Films. We are proud to showcase the Terrebonne Fine Arts Gallery, a true cultural destination where local talent comes to life. Welcome everyone. We are here with artist Lee Aucoin. Thank you, Lee, for being with us today.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. So Lee, let's get started talking about your art journey. Where did you start as an artist? I mean, you've got a really interesting background. You're not originally from here, right?
No.
Okay. Bring us on the journey.
So I grew up in South Florida, south of Miami, and my dad was a commercial fisherman. So most of my life I spent fishing and on boats, and so very similar upbringing as children live here in Louisiana.
Nice.
And my parents were both artists. They built things, they constructed things, they both sketched. And so I lived in that environment. And, you know, every summer I was at the library taking arts and crafts classes. And so I grew up working in clay and paper and
Oh, wow.
all of that. Cloisonne.
What a wonderful childhood.
It was really cool. It was really cool. Those stories could go on forever.
And I mean in Florida too, really.
Right, right. So I do have a deep love for beaches. And then we moved here so that my dad could keep fishing. And I never painted until I was in high school. And I was going to H.L. Bourgeois, which locals are familiar with. Mm-hmm. And my art teacher realized my interest and took a special interest in me, and it really made a difference. He gave me assignments over the summer, and that's how I learned color theory, because you learn by doing, and just really focused on my journey, my very beginning journey, and nurtured me.
Okay, high school art teachers.
High school art teacher, you count. You count for a lot.
You make a difference.
You definitely do.
Push those artists that you see some
Yes.
potential in.
And so that turned into a life journey. So when I got finished with high school, I left Louisiana and I went to art school in California.
Oh, nice.
And I finished my bachelor's in fine art with a concentration in graphic design.
Where in California?
I was in SoCal at CS.
One of the meccas of the U.S. in art.
Absolutely. CSU, Fullerton, my alma mater. Woohoo! Go Titans! And so then I graduated. It was a 5-year degree, and took a position with a local publishing company who is worldwide.
Oh, nice.
And they're a children's educational publisher. And eventually I was the creative director for brand and product development. So working with authors, editors, and directing all the other artists, most in product development, but also in marketing. And had the opportunity to do everything from books to buildings. I designed every look of everything.
So a lot of design.
A lot of design, even custom furniture for corporate.
Oh, wow.
For corporate rooms.
Wow.
Metal and stone and
all of those beautiful light fixtures that you see when you walk in a hotel, like those kind of things.
I chose everything. So that was really, really awesome. And it was my dream job.
It sounds like a dream job.
It really was my dream job. And then our parents were living here still. And we're getting older. And so we started doing more traveling back in 2002. And my company was very supportive. So I worked off-site before working off-site was a thing.
Oh, wow.
And still directed the departments. And then COVID hit. So when COVID hit and the kids were not in the classroom And this, again, was primarily an educational publisher. They actually thought they were going to go under.
Wow.
And they laid off most of the company, which included me. But I dealt with my disappointment by looking for my next inspiration. And really, fine art was always my first love. So this forced me basically into, I would say, like an early retirement, but also the journey that I'm now on to rejoin painting and art in my life and everything.
On your own terms.
On my own terms. And I didn't look back. I love it. I love it. So now I spend my time painting, teaching painting.
What is your medium?
I work in acrylic primarily. I've dabbled in oil, but acrylic is really the medium I know best. And so I will only teach that medium.
Gotcha.
And I teach both children and adults.
Yes.
This is kind of, I did bring a few examples.
Thank you.
Of the artwork that we do in some of the classes. And again, some of this is for children and some of it is for adults. And I teach the classes here at the gallery in the classroom. We have a lovely classroom in the back of the building.
Yes, we do. We're very blessed.
We really are. There's a lot of guilds in and around, even one some in New Orleans who don't
have the
facility.
showrooms
No,
and
they don't have their own
the
gallery.
classroom.
They don't have their own classroom.
Absolutely.
And so we really are blessed. And speaking of blessings, like just taking this journey blessed me to be able to take care of my aging parents, rediscover that joy and peace and inspiration that painting gives you.
Yes.
That doing your art, that thing, that natural talent that God gave you, having the time to develop it and share it. My mission really hasn't changed. It's always been to educate and inspire. I just have a different
You're very good at
medium. I've gone from designing thousands of books to my goal is thousands of paintings. And so I'm still doing what I always did and what I always loved doing.
Can you really help it?
I really can't.
I totally get that.
I honestly think if somebody plucked me out of where I am and dropped me into a desert,
You'd do the same thing?
I'd live with the same mission, but I might have a different vehicle.
Right.
So all I did was change vehicles.
Absolutely. So what would you say was there a person or an event that particularly inspired you in your life to paint?
It goes back to that art teacher. He was pretty amazing
I love
to paint. The interest in art and the interest in my world came from my upbringing. I was really taught a love of nature and a love of exploration.
You've seen a great deal of the United States. Just where in the places you've lived, from one side to the other.
Yep.
And they're really different.
Very different.
California is a much different topography than
And I lived on the
Florida.
East Coast for a short time.
Oh, wow.
And and in travels as an adult, discovered more and more of the country. But this area is dear to my heart, very unique.
It is.
My family is all here.
I wouldn't live anywhere else.
My husband's family is all here. I married a Cajun boy.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
And love him. And we've been married for 36 years or something like that. And I am really inspired by the nature here, the animals. This place is so abundant with life.
It is.
Everywhere you look, there's an eagle fishing in the bayou. There's squirrels everywhere. Just everywhere. It's full of life.
Yes, I agree totally. So much to paint. So you brought 2 other paintings with you, and was wondering, could you maybe use them to give a few tips to other artists who might be thinking about painting?
Absolutely. And the reason I brought these two pieces is because your greatest lessons in life as an art are going to happen from your mistakes.
Yes.
So push through your mistakes.
Yes. Absolutely.
And if you don't get it the first time, you're going to get it the third or fifth time. So this piece, I started with the trees and got so involved with the detail of the iris in the foreground, which we're so blessed with all of these natural flowers in this area.
We are.
Fruit and flowers just abound. And then went back and realized I had all this white area. And instead of trying to fix it, I left it and realized that it represented just a very bright, brilliant day. And I think that if I had done this traditionally, where you'd paint the background before the foreground, because I wasn't thinking, it wouldn't have turned out so great. So it was a total mistake. It was a total mistake.
I love it.
And then this piece, I painted two fish, and the first one I ripped up and threw away. The second one my son rescued. He said, "Don't rip it up, Mom. I like it. Will you give it to me?" And so I gave it to him. And my challenge that I had set before me was I love to paint motion. And I like to capture that single moment that you almost can't get with a camera.
Oh, wow.
So what I learned from this was when you are trying to paint motion, work from video, not from still images.
Oh, okay.
So watch video and work from still captures of various videos, and then you can paint a combined image of, say, 4 or 5 stills, which I still do in a lot of my work. One piece might be a combination of 5 different inspirational shots.
Yes.
But it was how I captured the movement so that the redfish actually looked alive, like he was really fighting.
I see the motion, absolutely.
And I love capturing motion.
I bet someone loved capturing that fish too.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. My family are avid fishers, obviously.
Well, thank you so much, Lee, for being with us today. And if you guys want to know more about Lee and her work, we will put that in the description below. Thank you. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.